Morning, guys, and welcome back. We're going to show you a great little brunch option and a little cheaty to do a hollandaise. So we're going to do some Eggs Benedict for you today. So we had some egg yolks, lemon, butter, Worcestershire, and hot sauce that we're going to be using for our hollandaise. We're going to be making it with a hand blender, like I said, a little bit of cheaty way. If you don't have a hand blender, you can also use an upright blender, and I can talk you through that when we make it. We have our English muffins. We make these in the restaurant. They're always available. Come by and try some. We have some ham, and then we have some eggs that we're going to poach. So let's get to it. So first off, we're going to make our hollandaise because this will hold up while we poach our eggs and toast our English muffins. So I've got about 4 egg yolks here, a stick of butter, 1 lemon, Worcestershire, hot sauce, and a 1/4 cup of water. So the key to doing this is if you're going to be doing a blender version of it, got to make sure your butter is nice and hot. Your butter is going to be what's going to cook your egg yolks and kind of give you that nice light and fluffy texture of a hollandaise. Hollandaise is a warm version of a mayonnaise. The difference is we're going to be using butter instead of oil, and we want to really get it. And our ratio of yolks to fat is going to be a little bit higher on the yolk, so you get that nice creamy yellow vibrant color. So we're going to throw this in the microwave, get it melted down. I'm going to start at 45 seconds. That way I don't make a mess in my microwave. Run it again, and I want it nice and hot. I don't want it boiling when I add it to my eggs because that'll curdle my eggs, but I want it just below that point so it really cooks the eggs as we stream it in. All right, guys, so we got our butter. We did it in the microwave for about a minute. We got our eggs. We went ahead and added our lemon juice, a couple dashes of Worcestershire, dash of hot sauce, and whisk that all together. Now we're going to start blending in our butter. Slow stream. Keep it running the whole time. If it looks like it's going to start cooling, then just stop pouring the butter in for a second and make sure you whisk in or incorporate in all the butter that's already in the bowl. All right, so all of our butter is added, and then we're just gonna season it up. A little bit of salt, some pepper, take a sip. I'm gonna add a little bit more hot sauce to mine, and we'll be good to go. Now we just gotta poach our eggs, and we'll be ready. All right, guys, so we have our pan ready here. We're using a shallow-sided saute pan or saucepan. The water's already at a simmer. So simmer is below a boil. You want to see just a little bit of bubbles, but you don't want to see, but you want it still to be able to, the water to be moving a little bit. We're going to be adding a little bit of vinegar. This is going to help cook the eggs, the egg whites as soon as they hit the water. You can do a little bit of salt. You can season the water. I always just use vinegar. I like the flavor, especially with the eggs. Another key here, guys, is before we add the eggs, we're gonna circulate the water a little bit to get it moving. That's gonna help make sure that you don't have your eggs stick to the bottom of the pan. So, as you see, our water's just at a nice simmer. So, crack our egg right into it. And repeat. Once we get all 4 eggs in, we'll kind of give it a little spin again. Very light, just to kind of keep it moving. Make sure that the eggs don't stick to the bottom or stick together. If you're doing more than 4 eggs, don't overcrowd your pan. It's okay if you pull them out, put them into a bowl for a second, and then throw them back into the water right when you're ready to serve. You're going to be a lot happier if you do that than if you do them all at once and they all stick together and you have a mess. All right. All right, our eggs are ready to go. We have our ham toasted with our English muffin. Scoop these right out of the water. Give it a little dab. Get some of that extra water off. Right on top of our English muffin and ham. And then we'll go sauce it. Now, guys, we've come to the best part of any Eggs Benedict. For any of you big Eggs Benedict fans, we're sauce. We love the sauce. So we got everything ready. We take a nice little ladle of our sauce here. Big old scoop on top. Make sure it drips all the way down. And we are ready to eat. Happy Easter and stay sane and sated.